What is a luxury that is actually 100 worth the money? A really good mattress. You feel the difference every single day. Massages. Always choose 90 minutes. Hotel with convenient location. A house cleaning service. Having proper dental care. Living without roommates. A decent pair of noise-cancelling headphones. If you are married to a toxic person, the legal fees and alimony are with the piece you get post that. A home with central air. Outsourcing tasks. Cleaning. Cooking. Driving. Any service that saves you time from menial tasks you don't really want to do. Holidays. Disconnecting and taking a break is worth the expense. A decent-sized backyard. It's a little sanctuary for us every day. I'd rather live in a shack on an acre than a mansion on a tiny lot. Sonic R teeth brushes. I avoided it for years because it is expensive, but dang, they just do a much better job. Stay-at-home parent when the kids are little. GLP-1 lost weight and less inflammation in my joints. Travel. The world is out there. Sometimes it's hard, complicated, expensive. The food and people can be confusing. But always worth it. Cordless vacuum cleaner. A house with therapeutic view. I'm going to triple down on air conditioning. Being able to be comfortable is a luxury that I can't even begin to imagine suffering without. Expensive mattress. Expensive office chair. Expensive shoes. Expensive rice cooker. Chef knives. Bidet. Did I miss anything that hasn't been answered already tens of thousands of times in threads with the same question? Bidet. Seriously, get one. Once you have kids and you're both working full-time, having a house cleaner come once a month and have them really focus on the bathrooms and kitchen is so nice without spending that much. Automatic as washer toilet. Good toilet paper. The bar is a bit low these days. Quality pans. I've slowly upgraded over the years via thrift shops to Movil, All-Clad, etc. They're like cooking with precision lab instruments. Also kitchen knives. I've had the same Wusthof chef's knife for 30 years now. A few times a year I spend 15 minutes with a good stone and it's like new again. Getting divorced from a toxic relationship. Worth it. Lift Uber when you are under the influence. Traveling a few times a year. A car with a back camera. Business class on a flight longer than 10 hours. A KitchenAid mixer. I have the glossy black one. It's like jewelry for my kitchen counter. I don't use it that often, but when I do, it's so nice. Having enough money to not worry if you have enough to pay bills. Airport lounges. I don't have a lounge pass or anything. I pay the daily fee every time. However, if I have the time, 1 to 2 hours before boarding, I will 100% pay into the lounge. The entry fee is never more than the equivalent of 2 beers and a sandwich at any airport restaurant. All lounges have an all-you-can-eat buffet, with snacks, bottled drinks you can take with you when you leave, and often have an open bar. In larger airports, lounges offer free showers, which can be heavenly when doing a long-haul trip. I highly recommend to try experiencing the luxury of airport lounges. Kerrygold butter. 7 for 2 sticks, but you can taste the difference. Not sure if it's considered luxury, but I pay £20 a pound for Guatemalan coffee because nothing else compares. I'm at the age where I have to fly back to where I was raised to attend a funeral or memorial service. I started flying first class when doing so because I need the mental break before and after seeing my family. Having a parent stay at home. Cashmoo. But try to find estate sale or bargain resale stores with old cashmere. I've had a full zip cashmere sweater from Neiman's for 25 years and as good as new. If I had $1 for every time someone has posted this exact question, I'd be able to afford these luxuries. Cheese. Always having good cheese in your house. There is almost no bad day that cannot be solved by consuming cheese. Comprehensive climate control. When I grew up, air conditioning was just starting to become common in the US, and heating was still mostly radiators and space heaters. My house has central air and convective heat, and I will give up electric light before I sacrifice my ability to pop the air down a tad to get rid of the humidity in the living room. Edit. To anyone thinking of downvoting, I challenge you to suffer one Houston summer without central air. Global entry. Best 100, now 120, you can spend. Some corporate or travel cards. Will pay the fee. It also gives you pre-check. Prescription sunglasses. Gold. A cleaner. If you eat meat occasionally, splurging for a good piece of steak meat that you know how to cook yourself. Good chocolate. YouTube Premium. You can't go back. If you WFH. A nice monitor. I will probably get downvoted, but nowadays having kids is a luxury, so I would say having my babies. Raising kids, good education, and healthy food for them. So many can't afford it, and it's sad. And so many can and don't do it. A new Volvo. Don't come at me with that's not a luxury. Most of their current model year is 70k and a fantastic car is worth every penny. Herman Miller Eon chair. I used to think it's bullshit marketing until I sat in one. I remember a while back my roommate worked as a mover and brought back these nicey office chairs that he raved so much about. I didn't get it. It looked like the usual plastic shit to me. But couldn't help but notice that they were just so comfortable for some plastic mesh chairs. I could sit in it and game all day and not feel anything. Now a decade later, my shitty cheapo 100 Amazon chair gave me back pains, and I started looking for chairs and found out about Herman Miller, went to try an Eon chair and it hit me like a truck. This was that chair. It was the most perfect ergonomic chair ever. You'll develop back pains in your 50s from normal chairs, but not this one. I'm getting one if I ever work in an office, bringing it there myself. If you're a daily coffee drinker, an espresso machine. Pick up Draporf Wash and Fold laundry service. Haven't done my own laundry in about 9 years, and you're basically buying a good chunk of your weekend back. A house in a good location. A whole house filter, if you live in a town with bad or mediocre water. My drinking water was always filtered by the fridge, but I finally got a whole house filter and showers are so much better. Air conditioning of any sort is likely considered a luxury, but whole home AC is one of those things that once you have it, there's no turning back, especially now where you can control the temperature of individual rooms thanks to minisplits. Therapy. Hopefully it's covered by your insurance, and shouldn't have to be a luxury. A big part of my job is trying to make it for affordable accessible, but if there's any way at all you can, working with the right therapist is one of the most life-changing things you can do. I see people struggle with things for years, a decade, things people thought would never change, and it always blows my mind that the high majority of people I've seen get the right kind of help heal and progress. It's one of the things I hope everyone gets the chance to do, and 100 worth it with the right fit.